My name is Boniface Kilivwa Agufa. I'm an interior designer and photographer.
And my name is Joyce Wairimo, and I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Something that I like about my wife is that she has a golden heart, and she's very caring, very supportive. So whenever I'm away and I just feel like I've missed someone, she's the one that I call first.
He's outgoing. He loves his family very much, and he knows how to make his family happy, and he loves God.
It was back in 2013? 2013, yes, somewhere along Thika Road. I was working in a certain boutique shop. So it happened that that day, while I was going with my day-to-day activities, she happened to pass by. So that is the time I saw her, and after I spotted her, I decided maybe I should follow up with her. So hatukufaulu kabisa kuonana that day, but later on we met again at an M-Pesa shop as I was going to do my normal transaction. I met her there. She was just sitting there with her friend. So that is the time I saw her again, and I was like, no, I need to do something about this. Yes. So that is the time I started requesting her to give me her contacts.
Yeah. And then we left with my friend, and she was like, I don't know her so much because we didn't know each other so much. Yeah. So it was like God's time, because rafiki yangu, I didn't even know her kabisa. And that's when you came in, you wanted me to sign for you.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, there's a time I went to do again a transaction at that same M-Pesa shop. So during the transaction, then I was like, no, maybe the only way I can engage her is to request her after the transaction is done. I request her to sign for me the M-Pesa booklet.
That's where
so
the conversation
that
started.
is where the conversation started. Yes.
I was like, no. That time of
no, I think you refuse for some time. Then after some time, you decide, okay, let me just do it. But I knew from my side, the moment she'll append a signature to that document, then immediately things have started rolling.
Marriage for life.
Yes.
Hey, after that, now he started following up the number. So, and I used to go to a church there in
somewhere along the road. Yes.
So one day when I was coming, that's when we met. Hey, lazima unipatie namba yako. Then we said it's okay. I told him it's okay kwa sababu umenitafuta siku mingi sana. Nasikia umenitafuta sana. Just take my number, then you can call me.
But she was a bit slippery, because
for
some time. It took us about 3 months before she accepted to give me her number. Yeah. So whenever I used to see her, I used to request her, like, kindly, can you just give me your contact? I won't bother you. I'll be just talking to you just normal ways, and maybe after some time, maybe you can decide to start something or like that. So that is how we started. But it took us about 3 months before she accepted to give me her contacts. Actually, the moment I spotted her, the first day, that is the time I had that conviction that she might be the one. So that is how I started following up slowly. But the challenge was that hakuwa anakuja sana in that area. She used to come like once a week or maybe twice a month. So I wasn't very sure when she will appear again because I didn't have a contact. So it was like, nikungoja tu siku moja labda Mungu atasaidia tena apite. So that is how it was. But eventually, we managed to get in contact with her again. Then we exchanged the contact. Yes.
Nikaingia box. na akaniandikia, and my first impression of him, nilikuwa huyu ni Masai, na nilipeta hii gap iko hapa hivi, like I fell in love with that gap. Nikasema wow, hey, anakaa fit. So like when he first gave me the contact, and then he told me I would like to take you for a date. Kawambia it's okay, ndio tujuane. Nikanipeleka date ingine hapo. That day nakwambia it was a memorable date because nilikuwa na mwana mosquito. Then he was like, hapana, huwezi mwana mosquito nikiwa hapa. Acha nikuweka ndo liko hapa, niweke hapa chini, usiume na mosquito kabisa. Ilikuwa hapo Kawendani. Hiyo hoteli ilikuwa hapo Kawendani.
Ilikuwa ni hoteli Mwitu, lakini ilibidi tu kwa
sababu but that was the most interesting part, like acha nichukue hii candle niweke hapa chini, usiume na mosquito. Hiyo nikasema wow, this is the one I want to stay my the whole life with. Nikae tu na yeye tu maisha yangu yote, sababu hiyo caring ilinifanya nisikie vizuri sana. Just caring that part here, just caring that ati anaweza niwekea kando hapo nisiume na mosquito, and nikaona this is the right man.
But again, you see, basically with women, those small things, those small detailed stuff, they are very important when it comes to matters women. You see, they don't wakuagi like ni kama wana those big expectations, but those small things that you do with a lot of love, with a lot of care, they really matter when it comes to matters to do with women. So me taking that candle, kuwasha, kuweka pale chini, ndio msaidie kupunguza mosquito pale chini asiumwe miguu. Ilikuwa way ya kumshow I'm that guy. Najua.
And by the way, he has been like that from that day. Ajaibadilika.
Thank you.
It was quite amazing because alikuwa ananipeleka outing more, tuna get to know each other, what kind of a person are you marrying, yani just understanding each other vizuri. Ndio saa mkikadishana mtakuwa mnajua, now you are friends already, mtakuwa mnajua already this person is the one that I want to stay with. Umeshajua everything about him in and out, so it made me feel comfortable. Ndio sasa tuanze kuishi na yeye 2014.
Nafikiri hata it took us about 6 months to 7 months already tulikuwa decide to move in. Tukaambia nati wacha tukae kama best day tuone kama hii life inaweza kuwa. So that is how it started back in 2013. It was, I think, in November. So maybe November this year, no, October, November around there. I'm not very sure, but I think sometimes maybe November this year we'll be celebrating our 10th anniversary. 10th anniversary, yes, in marriages. So to us, it's a milestone. It's a milestone considering that marriage nowadays ijakuwa rahisi. Imekuwa na a lot of challenges. People wanawachana usiku, wanawana asubuhi, wanawachana jioni, wengine asubuhi wawachane saa 6, wengine jioni wawachane asubuhi. So marriage life si rahisi, but ina require a lot of patience, ina require a lot of discipline, ina require a lot of respect, so that mweze kumove pamoja na mweze maybe kuachieve whatever mnataka kuachieve as a couple. Yes.
When it came to my family on my side, because we are from different tribes. You know, somebody can say because uko different tribe, like they can't intermarry. But for me, my father, he was very happy, and he was for the idea that I'm going to marry. He said, "This one that umemwani is yeye kabisa." Yes. And from then, wamekuwa marafiki. They've been best friends. Ile heshima wamepatiana. I'm telling you, and my mother was even also more excited. Kabisa, they were very okay, very much okay.
From my side about the issue of family, actually after tume move in, it took us about 2 months. Then I requested my family member, I organized a small party at our place. Then I invited all my brothers and other family members to come and join us, and that is the time I introduced her officially to my family. So that is it started, but after that, walimu accept, and the late mom alikuwa very supportive, alifall in love with her na wamekuwa friends until the time ameondoka. So my family wako very positive, walikuwa very supportive. Okay, now when it comes to wedding, tulijiuliza so many questions. Like some of us tumekuwa raised in church. Tumeona watu wakifanya weddings, tumeona watu wakifanya big weddings. But una realize watu wana get into marriage through weddings without kutake time na kujuana. Inakuwa like hiyo tu courtship ya 6 months, 1 year ni enough, so they can now plan for the wedding like that. So for us tuliona the best way out is to first come together, tujaribu kubuild our friendship, tujaribu kubuild ourselves, tuone kama ina work. Cause ilikuwa something yenye tungependa happen kabisa, like to get married leo and then 2 months, 3 years, 4 years down the line tumepart ways. So to opt first, we just come together, we stay together, we try and see if this thing is going to work out. And you can see 10 years, it's not a joke. So soon we are planning for our wedding. God has blessed us for the few years we've been together, for the 10 years we've been together. God has blessed us with kids, and we are now okay. Now we can comfortably say that even if we plan for a wedding, we can do it the biggest way possible without fear or anything, because now we are sure we are now headed to the right direction. There's someone I'll suggest, like, you guys, you need to part ways, because now ni kama msaidiani sana, you're just wasting your time. 6 years down the line na hamna mtoto, hamna nini.
Alini surprise na kakita hapo. Ananifanyia massage ya mguu.
Actually, tulikuwa na shida. We had a very big issue that we'll talk about maybe in our next interview or something. We had an issue because tukiplan to get mtoi our firstborn, tulikuwa like tulitry but haikuwork. Tukatry, the second year haikuwork, the third year, the fourth year, the sixth, until the 6th year. Ukiangalia most of the reports, doctors reports zenye tuko nazo na tumeweza kufile, zote ziko zinasema hatuwezi pata mtoto. So now you see kuna pressure inatoka from the family sides, both families. Like, mbona mpati mtoto? Kwani kuna nini? What are you guys planning to do? Unajua na life ina vitu kama hizo. Time inaenda, money, like kulikuwa na such pressure from the family side and the friend sides. But now that one really tufanya tuweze kubond kabisa. There's someone I'll suggest, like, you guys, you need to part ways, because now ni kama msaidiani sana, you're just wasting your time. 6 years down the line na hamna mtoto, hamna nini, it's not a joke. So you need to sit down and rethink and see if you can just part ways, mset kila mtu free, then kila mtu anaweza kumove on na life yake. Now that time ndio unapata nilikuwa nimeambia my wife, now kwa sababu sasa imekataa, let us now go back to school. Wewe go pursue whatever unataka kupursue, I'll pursue whatever unataka kupursue. Mtoto tutapata naye huko mbele, Mwenyezi Mungu atatujalia. Ili happen tu hapo in between. Ilichukua less than 4 months. Tulijipata already, my wife alikuwa pregnant. So tuko like, are you for real? Yes, I'm pregnant. Tulitest more than 2 times kukuwa sure. So unapata, those are some of the things zenye unapata zinatufanya tunazidi kubond kabisa, tunazidi kupendana even more. Kwa sababu una realize kama tumevumiliana for 6 years without mtoi. Mtoi ame come through. Hii ni blessing. So with that, now we okay kabisa. We can push even to up to 50 to 100 years together.
Nikisikia watu walikuwa wanasema tuachane, I was just in my heart, I knew that God's time is always the best. So sikuwa na wasiwasi kabisa. Nilikuwa najua Mungu atatenda. You know, there are some people who give you a lot of pressure unafikiria kutoka kabisa kwa sababu amekupea pressure, but you are not supposed to give in to the pressure. Unafaa tu ukubali that Mungu atakubless at his own time. Na ukwe very prayerful. That's the only thing that I can say. Prayers can move mountains. Prayers can bring a miracle in your home. Like us, we were brought for a miracle by God for that patient. Unaona tu kwa patient unaweza toka and then maybe hata utapata kabisa hiyo chance, but ukiwa tu mvumilivu unapata hiyo chance kabisa with the partner that God has given. After mtoto amekuja hakuna kitu ilibadilika kabisa. Even the bond ya love ilikuwa even excess, ilikuwa more kabisa. They used to tell me that mtoto ametupata, unaona, anafaa kukua as a blessing, unaona. So hatufai ati kwa sababu mtoto amekuja ati ikwe kuna mvutano. Hapana, mtoto akikuja na ndio inafaa kukua na furaha kabisa kwa hiyo marriage. Mnafurahia kabisa maisha yenu yote.
Actually after mtoto amekuja ilikuwa ni kama ni automatic, ili reactivate our relationship and our marriage life, because mimi mwenyewe personally I was so excited considering mtoto amekuja after hii time yote, after hizo challenges zote. But again hata wakati tunakuja kupata bole ya mtoi tuni make sure hakuna picha yote inapiwa kwa social media 100+1%, na kuna mtoto kuapia kwa social media, kwa sababu tuli feel like these are precious gift God ametupatia. So tunafaa treasure, tunafaa keep in a way that itaweza preserve na itaweza kukua like ataweza kukua in a way that God mwenyewe anataka kuwe, kwa sababu tulijua kama God ameweza kutu keep for 6 years without mtu, then ametupatia after 6 and then there must be a reason for this kid. So lazima tungemtekea care in a very different and in a very special way. The same time nilikuwa already mimi nisha join college. So the moment alipata mtoi tulikaa tukafikiria tukona we don't need to have a house manager na we don't need to have maybe someone kuja kumassist. Tuli feel like we can do it on our own. So that is how tulifikiria niweze ku drop from college, nikuje nikae nao for at least 6 months until aweze kumaliza hiyo process yote, healing process yake na hiyo process yake get mtoto mpaka mtoto yake na nguvu na yake na nguvu. So napata na pia niweze create ile bond between mimi na mtoto na mama. So that is what we did, na ilikuwa very successful, na up to now we don't regret. It was the best moment ever. So nafikiria ni challenge, ni something yenye pia tunaweza penda pia kutransfer to maybe to the coming generation or maybe to our generation. Like there's need, yeah, maybe when your wife your partner ako pregnant, God take through that process, mmefall kugetule mtoi, please be there before, during and after, because it's a journey, it's a process. And you know women saa hiyo hawakuagi normal. Mtu ame go through a lot of pain, ame go through a lot of challenges until amaliza hiyo 9 months na kuja give birth to that mtoto. It's not an easy process. So as men, na niliona ni kama iliyoko kwa sheria inaitwa paternity, yes. So unapata kuna that provision iko kwa sheria yetu, take advantage. That is not the time sasa ya kuacha bibi yako na kuanza ku hang out na your friends. That is the moment mnafaa kaa chini muweze sasa kubond wewe with your family. That is not the time ya kuacha your mother-in-law ama your sister, sijui your cousin, sijui your house manager. That is your moment. Na nafikiria imekuwa very important to our family, kwa sasa ukiangalia the watu wana grow sasa, wana grow in a very different way. Ana grow akijua dad anapenda mama, mama anapenda dad, na dad mama wanatupenda. You see, hiyo tu aspect ya mtoto kujua like hawa watu wanatupeleka to the right direction. And again, you should know that mtoto mwenye una raise as a boy or as a girl, unamraise ndio in future aweze kukureflect wewe to the world. Unajua, so reflection yako inafaa kuonekana kwa mtoto 10-20 years from now. Reflection ya mama yake inafaa kuonekana kwa mtoto msichana 10-20 years from now. But kama uwezi impact life ya mtoi to a point that anaweza kaidi aseme na mama alinionyeshaga this is not right and this is right. Dada alinionyeshaga not to do this, not to do this, and this one is what I'm supposed to do. Like that leadership. Unaanza kuoffer that leadership kwa mtu from the scratch. Naona. So that is how imekuwa, na nafikiria kwetu imekuwa a good experience, a very good experience, na tungependa pia someone else maybe mwenye anaona this show pia he should also try this.
Our love, by rekindling our love, we have some dinner dates at home, ananifanyia some massages. Sasa amenunua kakit, alini surprise na kakit hapo. Ananifanyia massage ya mguu. So I feel like nasikia vizuri. Then ananibuyia presents. Hata ukienda kwa YouTube yetu utaona amenibuyia some presents. Kuna kitu kingine hapo ya kuswing alinibuyia. So I just live there. Just remember, my hubby alinibuyia hii. Ile penda yenye alinibuyia nayo. I just feel it in that chair. So unaona, and this is your gift, mommy. You can call me mommy. This is your gift. I want you to feel comfortable when you are here at home. The other one ni ati ali make sure nimepata something I've always been wanting, na akanifanya nisikie wow. Now this one, this is too much love. Alikuja akaniambia, now there's something that I want to buy for you. I don't know if you unaweza kuja uione. So me I was like, chatu niende tu niione. Ilikuwa but sasa haikuwa hiyo kubwa. So akakuja akaniambia, now I want to check this fridge. How is it? Akamwambia nilistuka nikaruka. Akasema ile fridge yenye nilikuwa nayo before kalikuwa kadogo. Hii sasa ni kubwa zaidi, kubwa kabisa. So that's another surprise. Nakwambia zile ma surprise every day, like for us it's Valentine. Na ile Valentine ya kila siku, hata chocolate anaweza nibaia aniletee, flower aniletee. Anasema nataka niwapeleka mahali tu ujifiche tu for some time. Tunaenda tuna visit place sisi wawili. Ama na mtoi. Tunaenda hata kama ni mall, tunaenda tunatembea. That's how we rekindle our love.
And again, maybe to add on what she has just said about how we rekindle our love, unapata like the nature of women hawapendi routine, hawapendi ati leo ako hapa na ako hapa, like day in day out. So unapata what ningependa kusema pia imekuwa a very unique way pia ya kuweza kurekindle ama to reactivate our lifestyle. Ni ati ama our marriage, ni ati unapata like home after some time kuna kwa either na sitting room makeover, kuna kwa na kitchen makeover, kuna kwa na bedroom makeover. Unapata those things zina transform the house, na pia zina transform your life, na pia unapata zina reactivate your marriage. The moment umefanya bedroom makeover, unafikiria ni excitement na trenaji. Hii excitement inaweza msukuma for like 2 years. Umekuja ukafanya kitchen makeover, hiyo ni excitement kama tena 2 years. Kuja ufanye sitting room makeover, hiyo ni excitement ya kama 2 years. Si miaka bado inasonga. You are still growing. No. Then again unafikiria maybe sasa leo acha niwapeleke ka vacation kidogo. Peleka vacation kidogo. Siku hizi life imekuwa rahisi. It's not a must uende kuishi kwa hizi big hotels zenye maybe unapata sometimes zinakustrain. If you can afford, well and good. But if you can't afford, kuna Airbnb. No, unapata very nice house, iko na compound, iko na parking, iko na nini. You go and stay there for like maybe 5 days with your family. Na mkirudi Nairobi, you guys, life imekuwa tena, imekuwa reactivated. So unapata, those are some of the things that we do, na zinatusaidia sana, zina make pia our life inakuwa rahisi. Na pia utapata, when it comes maybe to like gifts, sasa aliniambia, now we're going to have a show tomorrow. Nitavaa nini? So si ati nguo hakuna, but it's like no, I think we can get something for you. So tunatoka, mkienda mnapata menu almost everything. Hata mtatumia zote, but it's like let's buy this, just in case itatosha, tatry. Kama itakuwa suputa. So unapata like the whole of
ananifanya ni feel comfortable and beautiful.
The whole of this week imekuwa kazi ni hiyo, unaona, kutafuta nini atavaa, atakaje. And you know, women are the mirror, or rather the reflection of the family.
The challenge ilikuwa the first 2 years
First 2 years.
before you know that person.
Avoid that party in your marriages. Avoid that party in your families.
Challenges haziwezi kosa, na we just sit down as two people who are imperfect to create something perfect, you see. And haikosangi, but the one goal that we have is we remember the triangle: God, family, then job or money. So when you remember that triangle, you go to prayers first. So now, then hapa kwa family, you sit down as a family, say, where did I go wrong? Mama, what do you think I should change? Sababu, you're not perfect. You know, we are not perfect 100% kabisa. But mnakaa chini mnaongea. The moment muongea, hata before the other day comes, you've already talked. Unaona? Mmeshaongea na mmeresolve. So that's how us we keep on resolving our issue. But si mingi vile kwa sababu we have already become friends, tumejuana for that long. 5 years ikipita. The challenge ilikuwa the first 2 years before you know that person, before you understand, before ujue his flaws, before ujue nini apendi, nini afanya. And for him, usafi inakuanga kabisa. Top kabisa.
Kama huko.
Yes. And I'm telling you, when I came into his house, ile usafi nilipata ndio hata sasa hivi nimejaribu ku maintain. Yeah, so you understand, you say hivyo, so unaenda to that line. Yeah. That's what the person, that's a good thing. Yeah.
And also to add on that, you see the issue of challenges. Challenges are there in life, not only in marriages. In life, basically, there are challenges. But what matters most is how you address those challenges when they occur. So for us, realize kama kuna something may come up, may to hit, like it's our problem. It's not your problem. Now, how am I going to offer leadership on this? Is to create time and observe very keenly to understand the source ya problem na nijue how best we can address that issue. So I'll invite her, either taka bedroom ama taka wapi, we'll discuss over that issue na tuimalize hapo. Wakati tunafika pale tunaenda kuianalyze. Nani alikuwa wrong? Hapa ulipotea, hapo uliongea mbaya, hapo ulifanya mbaya, hapo ulifanya. Then eventually mtakuja mkipush, and then mkisummarize, unapata hakuna kitu. Mna resolve that conflict without third party. What I would like to tell people outside there, and we would like to tell people outside there, avoid that party in your marriages. Avoid that party in your families. Just deal with your issues the way you are. Just two of you. Ni rahisi.
Kama ile siku yenye mlimit, akukwa na msee mwingine.
Ni rahisi. Yes. Now about finances, it's not a challenge to us. Because pesa yenye ako nayo na pesa yenye niko nayo yote ni pesa yetu. Whatever we want to achieve as a family inategemea bidii yetu sisi wawili. So inategemea our savings, inategemea how we manage our finances. So our finances, like pesa yangu ni pesa yake, pesa yake ni pesa yetu. Hii hatuna wasiwasi na hiyo. Na nikisema hivyo ndasema like you see kuna hiyo culture ya like lazima men, of course, one as a man lazima niweze kuprovide shelter, lazima niweze kuprovide food. Hizo basic, that is my responsibility. 1,000 plus 1%. But these other things we can always see how best we can address them. Now, uta realize it's not a must for me to take my ATM to go to the bank and do the payment. I'm paying water bills, I'm paying electricity bill, I'm paying house rent. See, ni end month, tunafaa kulipa nyumba aje. Sometimes unapata nalipa nyumba quarterly ama twice a year. So you just give her the ATM, she has the PIN number, she goes and do the transaction, analipa kila kitu. Kama ni internet analipa, najua analipa quarterly, ama analipa 4 months, ama analipa 6 months. Yeye ndiye atajua. All I need ni atakuja tu kunipatia feedback like this and this and this what I did today. So tumelipa, the next payment tafanya ni November ama December this year. So mimi ndawekewa file hapo na receipt kila kitu and that's all. Unaona? So unapata, nafikiria matters to do with finances, tunafaa kuwa very flexible, tunafaa kuwa open to each other, anafaa kuwa na access ya your ATM bank, anafaa kuwa na access ya your M-Pesa, kwa sababu anytime sahi ukizima umewacha watoto kwa shida. Na sana unajua sisi wazee ndio tunakufaga mbele. I'm sorry to say that but that is the fact. Na utarealize vitu mingi sana tunawachanga zimepotelea huku nje kwa sababu ya nini? Lack of transparency. So matters to do with finances, assets and all that, we need to share like it's me and you. Iko kama hakuna. So that is how we do it. Yes.
I'll say that that's very true of what he has said. I mean, trust na everything. Not a PIN number, I know it off head. In fact, we share the same PIN number and they square like ngumu. Just go. Kama nataka kununua kitu, I just tell him there's something that I'm missing in the house and maybe just take the name. He's open like this, just like what he has said. Ako open hivyo tu. And of course, we have a joint account. Tuko na joint account. Yeah, tunaenda use bank sisi wa. Hata wako zile za
Actually that
tukisign na sign. Kujibanga na sign.
Actually that family account haina checkbook, haina ATM.
Ni signature hizi.
Like anytime nataka pesa mingi, like nataka like kufanya labda a huge investment ama labda huge transaction from the bank, hiyo mtamkubebana. Lazima afike hapo in person. Mimi nikae. So you see, either way lazima tutakuwa na sitting, we'll have to agree on one or two things before we do the transaction.
And inafanya marriage kwa smooth kwa sababu ya transparent.
Yes. The Bible says the way to a man's heart is through the stomach. So food may play a very big role in this marriage, kuweza ku make sure we are always happy na tuna enjoy our meals, and you realize that she's a good chef.
Thank you.
Not by profession but she's self-taught. So as a good chef amekuwa akini-introduce na alini-introduce to this sector mpaka nikaa nimetoshea. So food kwetu is by it's a first priority. Actually home tunaweza kosa mambo mengine mingi, lakini hiyo nyumba hizi kosa chakula always iko in bulk kwa sababu tunafikiria it's a necessity. It's very necessary for us to have that. So we came to the limelight in 20.
Yeah, we had already created a
YouTube
channel.
We had already created a YouTube channel.
The Food Loving Couple. Yeah.
So we did a few interviews. Actually tulijipata tumepiga picha tukiwa tumepika was it pilau? Tulipika pilau, then tukapiga picha tukapost. Then all of a sudden ikaanza kutrend. Then tukajipata tumetrend, tukapata tumepost all over. After that tukakuja pia tukaendelea kupost. Tukafanya a few interviews here and there with different TV stations. But after doing all this tulikuwa tunafanya tu out of fun. Then later on nafikiria pia ni very important tuanze kuboost hii content yetu, maybe through creating social media platforms whereby tunaweza kutukishare recipes na our audience and all that. And that is how we came about now creating a YouTube channel called The Food Loving Couple. Tuka create Facebook page The Food Loving Couple, na pia tuka create TikTok The Food Loving Couple. So tuko na those 3 social media platform for now. Hizo ndio tunatumia kama place ya kushare our content and about our marriage life and all that. So I don't know whether I should request people to follow us, to like our page, to subscribe, tuweze kuwa pamoja, but you guys, you can just pay a visit to our page, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube channel. If you find time, you can subscribe, you can like, you can share, you can give us your comment, and you can tell us where you're watching us from. You can also tell us what you'd like us to talk about maybe in our next video and all that. But we are trying, so that is where we are at the moment. Maybe you can add something?
I can just say that we are very much grateful for the support our friends on Facebook have given us. We have very big support. They've been watching our videos. They've been telling us what we are supposed to do. Mostly they like when we are eating, the videos for eating. So they are the ones that they love kabisa. I can see in our YouTube, if you check, the ones that have a lot of engagement ni hizo zenye tunakula pamoja. I think hiyo bond yenye mnakula pamoja in sahani moja, that's what they love. Yeah. The best advice I've ever been given by someone is my parents. My parents have my biggest inspiration. They've been married for over 30 years. Now they are still together na wanapendana sana. My dad alinikalisha chini akaniambia, you know, not everyone is perfect. You need to go sit down and write zile list ya good things that person does to you and the bad things. If you think the good things overlap the bad things, then that person ni mzuri, unaona. But if you think the bad things are more than the good, then there is something about that person. What you can do is just sit down and talk to that person. You see, so pole, maybe he can add some good things, yes, talk about those bad things then. And the most important thing aliniambia pia ni uvumilivu na kuomba sana. My mom, she's very prayerful, anapenda church. Hiyo ndio imewakalisha kwa marriage prayers. Na ku-engage. You sit down and talk with each other. Na hiyo ku-raise voice, just speak humbly to your. Hiyo ku-raise voice, I think that's the one that a lot of people wanakosea. You don't raise, that's my mom saying, don't raise your voice to your husband. No, he's the head. Just talk pole na msikizani. Yeah.
When you're not in good terms, especially from our end, maybe wakati amekasirika or something, uta-realize I prefer keeping quiet because ataongea sana. Hata shout, but atakuwa anaongea sana. Na utapata wakati anaongea sana, ukijaribu kuji-engage into that conversation, inakuwa ni kama ndio unazidi kumwannoy even more. So the best thing, unamwachanga akae anaongea peke yake. But usikae ni umemwignore. Uko tu kwa scene, but wewe uongei. But sasa utapata ataongea, then eventually ataendelea cool down. All of a sudden utapata akipita utarealize ata smile, then uko like
ananiitanga kwa mami kuja kuja tu ukishasikia mami kuja tuongea.
So unaipatiaga time, ukipatia time itaisha tu. Juu ni kama ni kifeeling kibaya tu kimemuingia kenye kitaisha tu. So ukimpea time itaenda tu kienda chini, then eventually wakati naambia mami hebu kuja niambie nini inakusumbua. So ndamuita ina different setup. Kama tulikuwa bedroom sana muita sitting. Kama tulikuwa sitting sana muita kitchen. Kama si kitchen ndamuita saa kwa balcony. Na muita ina different environment. So kikuja ataniambia sini wewe alafu but no, then naanza kucheka na hiyo story inaisha. So mi siwezi advocate for those people who prefer gati wakati ule one of their partners ameenda juu ati ana run away ama na walk out. That is not healthy because already this person amekuwa wounded. Na ujui nini namsumbua. So the best thing is to stay around. When you stay around with the time too, usiongee tu, mpe tu time too. With time utapata tu anaendelea akiji accept and then eventually atakuja na mtava sitting and you'll have a talk. But walking away ama labda going away from her, nika sasa umemwignore kabisa. So itakuwa even more worse. Naona, the next thing itafuata after like maybe kama 20-30 msani calls. So utapata through conversations za calls mnaweza ongea like tena the whole time na still mtaweza kuresolve. So the best thing ni kukaa tu around but avoid kuengage so much na hiyo, but make sure kwa akili yake anajua you are listening to her. So sweetheart, you know I love you so much, nakupenda sana mami, na for the 10 years tumekuwa pamoja, that is enough to prove kwamba I love you so much. You are not only my wife but you are now our mother in that house. Na we really do appreciate you. We appreciate your effort. We appreciate everything that you do to making sure that everything in work and everything inaweza ku fit into its place. So I love you so much and I promise to love you forever. If given a chance, I would marry you again and again and again and again and again. You're not only my wife, but you are beyond being my wife. I love you so much, sweetheart. I love you so much, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Yes, you are the best.
Thank you. And me, I love you forever and ever.
Thank you.